Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with the Network here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, Eric Patriot. For today's episode, we're going to do a taste test comparison of the Fast Bites chicken sandwich, which I put a bunch of barbecue sauce on here because it doesn't taste good otherwise, and the Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich was technically supposed to be sausage and egg. I took the egg off already and threw it in the trash because it just isn't good, obviously. It's like this weird little gross ass sheet. I've had one before. It's not good at all. So first and foremost, I already ate some of these, obviously. One thing I will say about the Fast Bites here is this has a bunch of soy in it. It shouldn't. Nothing should. I don't care what it is, dude. There's no reason for it to have soy in it. The bun itself, the outer bun here is what it is. I don't know if it's the flour consistency on it or what it is. It's not the greatest, obviously. The sandwich itself is not bad overall, with the exception of being full of soy, obviously. So I could see it being good in like a pinch, maybe. But yeah, like that. I don't know what it is about that bun consistency. It just has a really weird taste to it, is what it is. It's like too floury or something. I don't know what it is, man. But as for the sausage biscuit thing, here's what it is. It's not too bad. The biscuit itself could be a little bit more, I don't know what, man. Maybe not as dry, I guess. Would be my guess, but like, yeah, it's not bad. Like, again, I'm not sure if this has much of soy in it too, for that matter, but yeah, the sausage patty could be a little bit thicker too, for that matter, for what you're paying for it. But I guess it's not too bad though. Obviously, I do mine without the egg, so toss it in the trash or it is because it's not good. If I was gonna make this, I'd actually do it in the microwave and then do an actual fry up some scrambled eggs or something like that on the side of it or whatever. Then I don't really understand the whole like egg and sausage on a biscuit together is what it is. Like, I've never been a fan of that, obviously. Maybe it's my own way of eating and stuff like that. I don't know, man. But yeah, like I said, compare it. Like, if you took off the biscuit from the Jimmy Dean and put it on this one, though, it might actually be pretty good. But yeah, with this weird ass fucking bun, it just makes it taste not as good, honestly. Which, like I said, I think the biggest downfall of these chicken sandwiches is they're full of soy, is what it is. And for those who don't know, like, it's one thing that should never be in a guy's body at all, for that matter, because it actually fucks with your hormone. It fucks with your hormones. Actually, the only people that should be eating soy actually are women who are already gone through menopause. So the fact these companies are putting this in our food supply, it just shows they're poisoning us, is what it is, dude. At the end of the day, but again, it's $1.25 is what it is at the dollar store there. So yeah, it has like a weird taste to it too, for that matter. Even with the I'm gonna toss that out the door. I think I'm gonna shoot the sandwich itself then. Yeah, the chicken itself just has a weird taste to it in general, dude. It's like it's too. How much should I put this now? I'm trying to think what I'm saying now. It's like it doesn't taste like chicken, honestly. It tastes like it. What it tastes like, honestly, is it tastes like they had a bunch of chicken bits left over from like an actual whole chicken or whatever, and it was like little bits and pieces or whatever they put together, and they just sort of formed them together into like almost like a nugget, but it was like a patty, you know. Like, that's what that tastes like to me, honestly. I'd give it like a fucking 0.5 out of 10 at this point, honestly. So it'd be at less than half a star, is what it is then. Maybe not even half a star for that matter. Like a quarter of a star, maybe. Yeah, like I said, that the bun thing it comes on is just absolutely disgusting. It has like way too much flour shit on the outside of it. It just doesn't taste good. Even when it's heated up, it doesn't taste good. At least the Jimmy Dean is like edible with the whole thing. So there is that. Like, I would give this maybe like a 3 out of 5, honestly. Maybe 2.5 out of 5, someplace in there. It's not great, but it's not like inedible, which is exactly what that fucking bun is for that chicken sandwich. Even the chicken itself is kind of you know. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things that tastes like it needs something else, is what it is, man. That being said, this Jimmy Dean little breakfast sandwich here. I know the egg is supposed to be on there, whatever the case be. It almost tastes like it needs a condiment, is what it is. I'm not saying like ketchup or anything like that, but it tastes like it needs like, I don't know, something else. Like it tastes like it needs something. Like I don't know what it'd be, man. Like mustard or something. I don't know, man. Exactly. You know, like maybe mustard, maybe something else, maybe a little bit of barbecue sauce. I don't know. In fact, I'm gonna take a little bit of barbecue sauce off the other sandwich bun here, is what it is, and dip it on that and see if it tastes better now. It actually kind of does. That's what's fucked up about it. So, well, it's not terrible, but it's not great either, for that matter. Like I said, in a pinch, if you have something that you need to feed like yourself or your kid or whatever the case be, like maybe once in a while. I mean, like legit, like maybe like once every 6 months, honestly, if at all. But yeah, it's not what people should be eating, honestly, though, dude. I think you're better off just go get some sausage links or some sausage patties or something from the store, or even in that same way of things, you know. Take if you can, if you live out in the country like I do right now, you know, have the property and stuff like that, and just, you know, raise some pigs, slaughter them yourself, nothing else, and, you know, go literally fucking farm to table is what it is then. Because the problem is with a lot of that stuff like that, like I even said, like just a chicken sandwich, that's what it is, dude. It's supposed to be a chicken sandwich, but you look at the back of it, it's like milk, eggs, soy, and a bunch of other shit in that too. Is like, dude, when you can't even read or pronounce like half the shit on the back of the packaging, it has like this much fucking shit on the packaging. It's probably not a good thing to eat that thing, honestly, is what it is. So I didn't think it was into my insides right now, honestly, even for that matter, but like, because I'm already kind of not feeling good after eating that now. So, and that should tell you something right there, honestly, dude. If it makes you feel like you're gonna throw up, honestly, like 10 minutes after you eat it, like probably shouldn't eat it, honestly. So, but yeah, it's just, yeah, like I said, man, it's just not good. The processed food that we have in our society right now, that's banned in other countries and stuff like that, is ridiculous. Like the fact that our government is so fucking corrupt that they allow for this shit to go in our market is absolutely bullshit too, for that matter, dude. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. But like I said, it's a bunch of shit in general. The fact that you have these people that are just allowing us to be poisoned at the end of the day is fucking ridiculous entirely. So, but anyway. That being said, though, my plan for the rest of the day right now, I'm going to go do some stuff for the next hour or so, and then about an hour or so, give or take, hour and a half, someplace in there, I will be coming back on here again to do the Freedom Friday episode, where we'll talk about a bunch of different stuff, from Illinois' AWB to the recent stuff there in with that so-called goon squad. We'll talk about the woman who was the ex-cop there in that one town that's not got a giant payoff from the town, even though they shouldn't be paying her a fucking dime for that shit, because she's claiming she's the fucking victim kind of crap. That's what it is. It's like, bitch, no, you weren't. You literally were married, and you had a bunch of extramarital affairs with a bunch of dudes on your damn police unit, your police department there. You fucking fucked and sucked every single one of them, it seems like. You ain't the victim of shit, bitch. You're a fucking whore is what you are. That was trying to get ahead in life, even though you're an ugly bitch is what it is. So, which I don't understand that shit either, for that matter. It doesn't make any sense, but like, I guess according to what Duke was saying here, and whenever that came out is what it was then, he was talking about that woman. He's like, yeah, you'd be surprised the amount of dudes that will like smash on some ugly ass bitch like that. And it's like, it's just gross, man, is what it is. Honestly, like, at least have some standards, for God's sakes, people. And really, really honestly, what it should be is that entire town is suing the fuck out of that police department across the board is what it is, dude, and her ass for that matter, because when she was admitting to fucking around on with other police officers and stuff like that in that town, instead of actually doing their job as cops to, you know, stop crime and shit, like, you're putting people's lives at risk, people. So yeah, every single one of you assholes should be off that fucking force and be facing all kinds of criminal charges, and then also a shitload of fucking civil lawsuits for that matter as well on top of that. So yeah, it's a bunch of BS entirely though. But anyway, I'll get more into that later. I'll also get into the bullshit omnibus bill, which is going to be the main topic of today's Freedom Friday. I call it an omnibus bill, but really it was a funding bill for the fucking U.S. government. That's way too much money is what it is, dude. Shut it all down is what I say, honestly, on this one. I guarantee other people are saying that same thing to right now. There's no need for it to be passed. If anything, it should be everybody voting yes on this shit should be charged with high treason right now because it literally has crap in it that's not even for the funding bill. It's literally allowing fucking bunch of pedophiles to give chest binders to little girls and stuff like that, and a bunch of other bullshit allocations of money that don't need to be allocated to anybody outside of anything is what it is there, dude. And that's what happens when you do 1,000+ page bills. What it is, like that was like, I forget what they said the bill amount was. If it was 1192 or if it was like 1,235 pages, something crazy like that's what it was. But yeah, it's just insane, dude. And again, it's like, I this is one thing I agree with that Herman Cain guy on back in the day where he was talking about every bit, like all the bills should be like 3 pages or less is what it is. I don't want to say it should be that little bit, but like, yeah, there should be something where it's like no longer than 15 pages, I would say, honestly. And if you try to put those 15 pages in with something else, would that be the case? And like start attaching it to other bills and stuff like that? Guess what? You're out of office immediately on that one, dude. Because you're obviously trying to hide stuff for your own shitty bill into some other larger bills, what it is there. And if you can't get individual bills done with 15 pages or less, you shouldn't be in office at all for that matter, dude. Because you're all indebted to the giant mega corporations and fucking corporate lobbyists is what it is then. So, anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that right now. I'm going to go do some gaming stuff for a little bit here is what it is. And then I'm going to go be back in about, like I said, an hour and a half, give or take. About 5:45 or so. And we will be discussing that. Hopefully Corey joins us today. I'm not sure if he will or not. But, if he doesn't, he doesn't. If he does, he does. I might throw the old man hat on if he does then. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I talk about the old man hat, which is literally that hat I got today. That's the little weird cap is what it is there. So, and just be like, well, back in my day. So, I should totally wear that around young kids and be like, back in my day, we would have beat your kids' asses. Stuff like that. And I have like a crotchety old man when I'm like 39. So, but nah, it's funny, man. But nah, seriously though, that's what some of these kids need right now is a good old fashioned, stern spanking, honestly, is what it is. But unfortunately, parents don't want to raise them like that because they're too afraid to get CPS called on them for being a good parent is what it actually is. And then, of course, there's some that will take it way too far is the problem. Where instead of just giving them like one or two swats on the butt or whatever the case be, they'll just like punch them in the face and shit like that. It's like a 4 or 5 year old kid is what it is, man. It's like, nah, man, just take them over your knee, give them a swat on the ass, and you're good to go is what it is then. And that should be enough, honestly. Hell, even just the threat of that sometimes should be enough to deter them from doing stuff is what it is then. So, but yeah, that's the problem with parenting in general in this country right now is people just don't want to do it, or if they do it, they don't, put their foot down and enforce like rule of law is what it is, which is way harder to do if you're a single parent, obviously. And again, it goes back to the whole Follow Us Holmes thing we've talked about many, many times in these things. So, it all correlates to that's what it is, dude. It's all, correlation does causation in many cases. When you have no father figure in the home, no father figure in the community in general is what it is there for these kids to rely upon. What are they going to do? They're going to go seek out a father figure, and who's the father figures are going to seek out? It's a bunch of gangbanging pieces of shit is what it is in this country. And of course, then those people will obviously use them for their own personal benefit, their own personal end game and stuff like that. And you'll have these young kids that should otherwise be, good, upstanding members of society, basically turn into little shit stains is what it is, dude. And end up being little gangbanger criminals by the time they're like 13, 14 years old is what it is there, if not younger for that matter. And either be, charged with murder and charged as an adult at, 10 to 14 years old, give or take. Or it'll be something where it's, they're put in fucking juvenile hall and stuff like that by the time they're like, 9, 10, 11 years old, whatever is there for other crimes and stuff like carjackings and shit. So, anyway, but yeah, needless to say though, going back full circle then for the breakfast sandwiches thing there, the Fast Bites one is just gross. It's not worth buying. You should not buy that. Don't not eat that if you can avoid it and stuff. The Jimmy Dean, it's okay. there's nothing to write home about, but like at the same time, there's not. I don't think it's like super soy either, for that matter. I know the other one is, obviously, but I don't think the Jimmy Dean one is. I could be wrong about that though. But yeah, like that chicken one just tastes odd, you know. Like it just tastes weird when you take a bite of it. Looks fucking weird inside. Like I said, what it looks like is it looks like they basically took like little bits of chicken, like actual chicken, that was all like, the shit peeled off the actual like bones and stuff at the end of the whole like bird being broken down kind of thing, whatever the case be. So it'd be like little chips here and there is what it is then. And then they took like some kind of binder stuff, whether that be soy or whatever else that'd be the case. There are a bunch of other chemical compounds, I'm sure. And then just like mix that shit all together is what it was. And sort of grinded it up to this weird, like smooth shit or whatever the case be. And it was like some kind of weird, like paste crap or something that they just like squirted out into a big old fucking patty. And then simply just breaded that patty is what it was then. So I don't know, man. It just, like I said, it just doesn't taste good as what it is though. But yeah, my stomach's already upset right now from the whole thing. Hopefully I can. If we don't hear from me in about an hour, just assume I'm on the toilet from that thing, man. So, because I might be, honestly. And I'm not even kidding. I'm laughing because it's sad. Because it is sad on that one. But nah, seriously though. I'll try to be back in about an hour and a half, give or take, for Freedom Friday though. But other than that, though, I'm gonna go work on some stuff right now and hopefully get this all done before then. And yeah, I'll be back for that then, is what it is. So have a good one, y'all. Stay safe, stay vigilant, always be carrying, because you never know when today is going to be the day you may have to have a self-defense encounter with someone, and you might have some nutcase trying to murk you and your family, and you have to murk them instead, is what it is, unknowingly. Not that you want to take their life, but they're putting themselves in that situation and putting you in that situation to where you may have to do that thing. So it's really as simple as that. And you should always be ready and have the mindset that you may have to do something like that. You may have to do the worst, is what it is, to protect yourself and your life and your family's lives, for that matter, as well, on top of that. So, and many, many people will take that shot if that be the case then. So, myself included. It's really simple as that. So, have a good one, y'all. Later.